Bula friends, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm coming to you from beautiful Fiji. My wife and I have been having a week's vacation in this beautiful island in the middle of the South Pacific, and it has been awesome. So I want to show you around and tell you a little bit about everything that we've been doing and how great this place is.
Walking down the street like an alien. They say time will heal, but I don't have patience. You packed your things, now we begin the erasing. All the memories slowly start to fade, and the days move so slow. I know I gotta go, but I can't get anyway. 'Cause I'm standing low. My phone, I don't wanna face it. Everything feels wrong and there's no replacing.
On this trip, we were very lucky to stay at the Shangri-La Hotel and Resort, and we got a great deal through Qantas Holidays. Now, this particular resort is beautifully manicured. As you can see, all the paths have all got great gardens, and every restaurant has a great view of the ocean. There's even some special secret places where you can go and have a look at some beautiful scenes of the Coral Lagoon, which is where the resort is at, and you just get marvelous views. I can't wait to go back there. The resort had different types of accommodations, and we were lucky. On our first day as we arrived, we got upgraded to the adults only area, which was fantastic because we had our own pool and we had our own wing, so we really didn't get a chance to actually mix too much with families and things like that. But there was always, a chance to use the other pool and the other beaches depending on how we felt. But our own pool had to be the highlight of the show. I really took advantage of it.
'Cause I'm sitting
Now, after a few days of bombing around the pool, taking in lots of sun and maybe drinking one too many mojitos, we decided to do the right thing and go and visit some of Fiji's other attractions. And so we were lucky that there was a tour office at the Shangri-La, and what they did was book us into a couple of different events. Now, the first one was a dinner cruise, and this one was in the evening, and we got taken to Robinson Crusoe Island. Now, I was a little bit confused because I knew Robinson Crusoe wasn't lost anywhere around Fiji, and if he had, he would have had a great time and there would have been no adversity and everything would have been right. We were picked up by buses and taken to this river where these boats met us, and there were going to be our transport to Robinson Crusoe Island. Now, it was reminiscent of Apocalypse Now as we traversed down this river with mangroves on the other side. We were given our safety information just in case we went down with the ship, but everything was nice and secure and we were pretty happy. Now, as we got to the mouth of the river, we can see our destination in the end, which was Robinson Crusoe Island. But it seemed that we weren't alone. We were being followed by another boat. Now, we thought these were pirates, but unfortunately nothing so exciting. There were other revelers also heading to the island where we were about to find out what was going to happen to us at Robinson Crusoe. Just before we got to the shore, we picked a chief and a spokesperson who was going to liaise with the chief of the island, and we were very merrily greeted by this choir which sang songs as we arrived. These guys were going to be our representatives, and we headed straight over to find our seats. It was very, very welcoming, and we had a blast the whole time we were here. So we very quickly chose our spots, got prepared for the greeting, where then the tribe chief greeted our representatives and did a ceremony of kava drinking. Now, if you don't know about kava, kava is their local brew. Now, someone chews a root in their mouth, spits it into a bucket, waits till it ferments, and then it's served as a customary greeting to people that visit the village. Now, thankfully, the only people that had to mandatorily take on kava was our chief and spokesman. They did have some more for everybody else, but I gave it a bit of a miss. Pretty soon after, as the sun went down, we had a big bonfire by the beach, and that was really beautiful, but that was just the beginning of things. So the next thing we wanted to try out was the food, and we had this fantastic cookout which was done underneath the sand. So if you were familiar with a luau, it was a little bit like that. And as the chef began to take off all the foliage, the food underneath was revealed, and everything was pretty delicious. Now, after the cooking's done, we were left with some hot rocks and some hot embers. So what else is there to do but do some fire walking? So we're quite impressed at the prowess of our hosts as they stood on top of hot burning rocks. Now, thankfully, they didn't ask for any volunteers from the crowd, because I'm not sure whether they would have got any or not. Now, after the fire walking, we all settled down to eat our dinner, and that's when the real show started. And oh, what a show it was. The fire dancing was the end of the show, and that was a fantastic event. Couldn't believe how talented these dancers were with their risky fire routine. We were so impressed, and we left so satisfied. But there was a long boat ride home and a bus ride home to get back to the hotel. But we had to contend with that same river ride, but now in the dark. I wish we had some torches like these guys, because it made for a very interesting boat ride back to the hotel. Now, if the previous night wasn't a wonderful treat, today we were going to get totally spoiled. So we were up early in the morning, got on a bus that took us to Port Danarau. From there, we jumped on a Captain Cook's Cruises sailboat that took us to our perfect island destination. Sandy white beaches, coral reefs, and all the water sports that your heart could desire. We were so excited to get there, and the day was beautiful. It wasn't long into the trip when the crew pulled out a guitar and started belting out some awesome tunes. Now, before you knew it, after some treats and tea and coffee, we found our destination in the horizon. It just looked beautiful, and we just couldn't wait to get there. After we landed, we claimed a piece of the island all to ourselves, but all that was on my mind was to jump in the water. Now, I wasn't gonna mind the sharks because there was a couple swimming down there, but hey, what the heck, if this was the day to die by a shark attack, well, might as well do it in paradise. The water was so temperate, it wasn't hard at all to just jump in there and enjoy the beautiful sights of the reef. Now, the water wasn't super clear this day, but it was good enough to snorkel about and have a great time enjoying this beautiful coral reef. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. So we had a beautiful time on this island. We had a beautiful lunch. It was cooked for us and served to us, and even alcohol was included, which was pretty amazing. So on the way back, the crew treated us yet to another farewell song, which was very, very appreciated.
And there you have it, friends. I hope you enjoyed that. We definitely had a blast. And like I said, if you can save a bit of cash to get to a tropical island, come to Fiji, maybe stay at the Shangri-La. It was an awesome experience. And we are never actually going to forget this place, and we're probably already planning to come back. So it was that awesome. So anyway, that was it for now. So until the next time, ciao for now.